these are numbered. Take the top one and pass it down. And pay attention, because when I point to, you need to proudly display these signs for everybody to see. Okay, so starts off, our stars. Hey, you can claim the French throne because of your mother Isabel. Now the Duke of, or something, Lorraine, he's from France, he says, the King of France will give you the Dukedom of Lorraine if you swear loyalty. Montague, a Scottish, comes in and says, the Scottish King, King David, is invading northern England, so you need to do something about that. Chapter 2. We have the king tells his son, Prince Edward, prepare to fight the French, and kind of a test of manhood type thing. And so 3, he goes and fights off the Scottish, rescues the Countess of Salisbury from them, and falls madly in love with her for some reason. And he says, hey, let's kill off our spouses. And she says, no, that's dishonorable. And he goes, okay. The catalyst is, she says, I will kill myself if you don't stop your advances, because this is dishonorable, so he stops. Next caption. We have King John of France, and he's greeting his allies from Bohemia and Poland, Italy, Sicily, etc. And while he's doing that, he gets word that the English have defeated the French forces at sea and are now coming into France to take over, essentially. Next one. All right, they meet at battle and are angry and insult each other. Next one. Okay, King Edward gives his son, Prince Edward, some shiny new armor and sends him into battle. Now, Prince Edward ends up surrounded by enemies, but the king will not send in reinforcements to his son, because he says he will either have a glorious death or glorious victory, essentially. Next one. Prince Edward is victorious, and he brings back the body of the King of Bohemia. Next one. Okay, there's a Count of Salisbury, and he's also in France for some reason, and he needs safe passage to get to the English forces, so he gets a letter for safe passage from the Duke of Normandy. Next one. King John says, that's nice that you have a letter, but I'm going to kill you anyway. Duke of Normandy protests because it's also a matter of honor for him. And so he says, okay, Count of Salisbury, you can go through, but bring this ominous message about Prince Edward's death to the king. Queen Philippa arrives, and I just like her a lot, so I made one for her. Next one. Okay, there is a prophecy that the sky will darken and ravens will attack and some other things, but essentially what happens is that the sky gets dark and ravens start hovering around French soldiers, and that freaks them out, and so they end up killing each other in the battle, in this large battle, and English would be confused. Next one. So we have Prince John ends up capturing King John of France and Prince Philip of France. Next one. So with the French subdued, the king is at Calais, that town, and he is going to basically destroy people, and the queen says, have mercy, and so he does. Next one. That Salisbury then appears and says, the King of France said, dig a grave for your son, and so they're disappointed. Next one is that Prince Edward shows up and says, hey, look, I captured the French queen. And the end.